Peace and blessings is real. First and foremost, I want to take this time and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through His only begotten Son, Yahushai, for allowing this word to come out, man. And I hope you sincere brothers and sisters is edified by this word. And the name of the lesson tonight is going to be called "People Are More Conscious of How Others Look at Them versus How They Look at Themselves." Let me say it again, man. People are more conscious of how others look at them versus how they look at themselves. That's so true. That's so much of a true statement that I want to make this the title of the word tonight, because all over Israel, I mean, when you really look at it, man, when you look at life for what it really is, that's a true statement. You know, people are more conscious of how others look at them versus how they look at themselves. And what am I saying, and what do I mean by that? Instead of looking at yourself, okay, and being more conscious of what you see, people rather be more conscious of how others look at them. What you see on the screen is a mirror. What you see on the screen is a flat piece of glass which reflects light, so that when you look at it, you can see yourself reflected in it. That's exactly what you see on the screen. That's exactly what this young lady is doing, okay? And when you look at this image that you see on the screen, okay, what do you think she see as she's looking in that mirror? The obvious, right? She see herself. Okay, but in this word, I'm going to show you that looking at the mirror is just part of this thing. See, you can't just look in the mirror. You got to also be able to identify what you see in that mirror. And what you're going to find out when people look in the mirror, they are more conscious of what other people see in them versus what they see in themselves, man. As we get ready to get into this word, I'm going to pose two questions. And the first question is that I'm going to pose is, how can you relate to how people look at you if you can't look at your own self and be real with what you see? I'm going to pose this question again. Question number one. There's two questions I want to pose as I get into this word. Question number one, how can you relate to how people look at you if you can't look at your own self and be real with what you see? Now, I want you to really pause and think about that. And the second question is, if you don't see yourself when you look in the mirror, how can someone else see you? Yeah, man, cold-blooded, man. I'm going to tell you like this. 99.9% of people that look in the mirror, they don't even recognize the person that they see. Let me say that again. 99.9% of people that look in the mirror don't recognize who they see as a person in that mirror. Now, once again, you see the young lady looking in the mirror. She see herself. She's pleased with what she see, obviously, because she has a smile on her face. You see that? But see, if you go back to when you was a kid all the way up until now, what have we been trained to identify when we look in the mirror? If you a guy, if you a male, things that you are trained to look for in the mirror is your hair combed properly? Is it any zits on your face, or did you brush your hair properly? Or, did you brush your teeth properly? Is your face clean? Did you wash your face properly? You looking for things like that. Is it, is my beard neat enough? Is my hair combed, or things of that nature? Is it any any boogers in my nose? And is it sleep in my eyes? Is it food on my lip? That type of thing. Mouthwash, things like that, or toothpaste. When you're a female, What are the things what are the things you were taught to look for when you look in the mirror? If your hair is proper, your makeup, your lipstick, if you got any zits, they call them blackheads today, but anything that could be a problem, lipstick on your clothes or all those type of things. Is your earrings on correctly? Is your eyelashes okay? Is your eyebrows okay? Is your nose clean? All of those things are what we're trained to look at when we look in the mirror. You understand what I'm saying? But guess what? That's why I say 99.9% of people that look in the mirror don't recognize who they see as a person because you've never been trained to. You see? When you look in that mirror, you want to make sure you look good. Why? Because you're more conscious of how others look at you. You see? But I'm going to tell you like this, man. The reason why 99.9% of people look in the mirror and don't recognize who they see, because people don't like to deal with the truth. You see? And in James 1, verse 23 and 24, it speaks about this, man. And I'm going to just speak James 1, 23 and 24 in a nutshell. And it goes like this. If you listen to the word and don't obey it, it is like glancing at your face in the mirror. You see yourself, then walk away and forget what you saw. You see that? And you got people ignore what the mirror is relating to them. You catch what I said earlier? Now you see why I say 99.9% of people look in the mirror and don't recognize who they see as a person. It's just like if you listen to the word and don't obey it. It's like glancing at your face in the mirror. You see yourself, then walk away and forget what you saw. When this woman leaves this mirror, she's going to forget what she saw because she didn't see anything. Just like if you listen to the word and don't obey it, it's the same thing, man. Look at it this way. I'm going to give you the secret to when you look in the mirror, okay? When you look in the mirror, you're supposed to be looking at your shortcomings. You're supposed to be looking at and identifying your faults, your flaws, your issues, things of that nature. And that's going to be the true essence of who you are. And that's going to also explain that you recognize who you saw when you looked in the mirror, aka which is the truth. And 99.9% of people will never accomplish this, man. You see? I'll use myself as an example. When I look in the mirror, I don't see if my hair is neat. I don't see if it's sleep in my eyes. I don't look to see if my nose is clean. I don't look to see any of those type of things when I look in the mirror. When I look in the mirror, I know exactly what I'm looking to see. And I'm going to tell you, I looked in the mirror today. And guess what I saw? Guess who I saw? I saw someone that's hurt. I saw someone that's troubled. I saw someone that have many shortcomings. I saw someone that have many faults. I saw someone that is very flawed. I saw someone that's dealing with a lot. I saw someone that have done some things that he regret, said some things that he regret. I saw someone that's a great person, but have issues like anybody else. I saw someone that needs to better himself, that needs to improve himself in all areas of life. That's who I saw. You see, I'm in that 0.1% of people that looks in the mirror and can relate to what they see. I'm someone that focus on how I look to myself versus how others may look at me. I can go out in public. People might say, oh, man, women might say, man, he's tall. He's handsome. He's cute. He's handsome. Wow, that guy seems to look like he got everything going on in life. See, that might be what others perceive when they look at me. But see, when I look at myself, I don't see that. I don't see that I'm this 6'3", 230-pound, 47-year-old black man that can be considered handsome to some women. considered decent looking or cute to some women, someone that seems to be mild mannered. I don't see that when I look in the mirror. I see someone that's very troubled, that's dealing with things, that's really soul searching and flawed. That's what I see. You see? But I'm real like that because I understand when I look in the mirror, I'm not looking for what other people perceive for me to look at. You see? Like I say, people are more conscious of how others look at them versus how they look at themselves. And again, as we close out this word, I'm going to pose the same two questions I asked you in the beginning as I close it out, man. The first question again is, how can you relate to how people look at you if you can't look at your own self and be real with what you see? And the second question is, if you don't see yourself when you look in the mirror, how can someone else see you? Yeah, cold-blooded, man. So what am I saying, man? Focus on yourself. Be more conscious of what you look like to yourself. That way you can identify what it is that you need to work on, that you need to improve on. But if you look in that mirror and you're not looking to identify your shortcomings, if you don't see your shortcomings when you look in the mirror, if you don't see your faults, if you don't see your flaws, if you don't see the issues that you have, which is the true essence of who you are, which is the true essence of your identity when you look in that mirror, then guess what, man? You living in a fantasy world, bro. Yeah. A mirror does you no good if you're not identifying who you really are. If you looking in the mirror to see how cute you look, to see how cute your outfit is, see if your earrings on slap, you understand me? You know, if you looking in the mirror to make sure you well put together, getting ready to walk out the door, then you missed it, bro. You missed it. You looked in the mirror and didn't see a damn thing, man. I hope you sincere. Brothers and sisters was edified by this word. And we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahushua, for allowing this word to come out. And keep Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahushua, first in everything you do. And stay prayed up, man, at all times. Shalom.